Is everyone okay? Okay, cool. My name's Jess. I'll tell you a little bit about me. I'm actually an actor. Thank you, thanks. And when you're an actor, everyone's always like, oh my God, what have you been in? And I'm like, oh my God, nothing. Tell a lie though, I have recently just had a bit of acting work. Thanks, thank you. Recently played a bartender in the bar that I work at. You might recognise me. It's a recurring role. But the acting industry is really hard. It's quite toxic. It's all based on like how skinny and pretty you are. This is kind of something that I found a bit difficult because I don't know if you've noticed, but I'm not exactly a size 4. I'm a 6. And I've had one audition, right, since I left drama school. One. And the audition, the character breakdown that I got through from my agent, this is genuinely what it said word for word. It said, the character is described as a unit. And the actor must be larger than the other characters. Now, I was having a bit of a joke earlier. I know I'm not a size 4 or a 6. I'm clearly an 8. But more to the point, right, I'm 5'1", okay? Larger than the other characters. I don't know who else they're casting. I'm assuming Sylvanian families. But it was a bit of a wake-up call, I'll be honest, because I don't really look after my body. I'm a smoker. Yeah, filthy. Woo, yeah, any smokers in? Give me a cough. I am. I'm a thanks, stop. I'm a horrible, horrible, filthy, dirty smoker, and you can judge me if you want, but at the end of the day, I look cooler than you, so... I love being a smoker, especially on a night out. Love the smoking area on a night out. It's where you meet, where you meet the best people. There's always someone like coming up asking you like if you can roll them a cig. There's always some creature that just comes out of the darkness, like eyes rolling in the back of their head, jaw swinging. They're like, "Excuse me, love, I was just wondering if I could pinch a fag." I'm like, "Dad, what are you doing here?" Speaking of my parents, I'm half Italian. Thanks, yeah. My dad's Italian, my mum's English, and this kind of causes a lot of tension in the family, especially at moments of like international competition. So like the World Cup, the Olympics, Eurovision's always a very tense time in my household. This kind of came to a head, I think, this rivalry. It was the Euro Cup final, Italy v England, and Italy won on penalties, right? My parents didn't speak for 4 days after that match because they had an argument during which my mum called my dad a fucking spaghetti muncher. It's just crazy. It's kind of the vibe. But my mum's a bit nuts, but she's going through the menopause, so it's kind of allowed. But I can kind of track my mum's descent through the menopause based on what scented candles she buys. So, like a few years ago, it was all like fluffy clouds and fresh linen. And now she's just bought one called Witch's Brew. I'm kind of scared. But my parents have always like been like my kind of model for relationships. I'm not very good at them, have terrible taste in men. I've never fucked a guy that hasn't owned a guitar. There's something to unpack there. But when I say I've got bad taste, I've got bad taste. Like my ex-boyfriend turned out to be a nonce. Yeah. After we broke up, I found out he'd been messaging like a 16-year-old girl. And all the signs were there. I just chose to ignore them because that's what you do when you're in love, right? Like he had carpet in the bathroom. Like the interior design choice of a nonce, if ever I've seen one. He also worked in a school, so, you know. But he broke up with me, right? Which we know is not allowed. But there was part of me that was kind of like, oh, well, at least I know it's not my looks or personality, just the age, you know. But the way that he broke up with me, right, I'll tell you this. So he got me to drive to a playing field, which kind of checks out. And he was in his car and I was in mine, and he wouldn't let me get in his car, right? So like I parked up next to him. He wouldn't let me get in the car. So what I had to do was actually climb over into my own passenger seat to my own breakup as if it wasn't already humiliating enough already. And I did kind of momentarily linger over the gear stick, hoping that it would remind me of old times. Didn't work. So I'm sat in my car, he's sat in his. And I don't know if anyone has ever had their heart broken by a man sat in a Peugeot 206 before. But it's literally traumatizing. I couldn't go to a drive-through for about 3 months afterwards without crying.